Practice makes perfect was the calling of the day on the prestigious Ashley River just before it makes its entrance into Charleston's deepwater harbor at White Point Gardens. It would be the maiden voyage for the expedition team's recently acquired Trident ROV into South Carolina waters. The main target of the preparatory National Geographic Open Explorer exploration into the river's murky liquid was a casualty of a past hurricane, a solitary sunken sailboat. Launching point was Bristol Marina. You couldn't ask for better weather for mid-January with temperatures in the 60s and considerable sunshine. We rendezvoused at Rick Olson's boat, the expedition team's home base, where we discussed objectives, strategies, and equipment. The Trident was unpacked and readied for a trial run around the marina's docks. Team leader Dave Esslinger discussed the ROV's features, controls, and video capabilities with the team members. Pretty murky.
Yeah, it is. Alright, let's see if we can...
Now you're coming up to the
ROV's
surface?
down about
not
24 feet right now.
Right now, I am trying to skim along the bottom, but it's
Alright.
visibility is pretty bad.
The Trident was then launched, and we got a view of the marina's pluff mud bottom dotted by various abandoned seashells. After the quick run, the equipment was loaded onto the Sea Hunt, where team mascot, a golden doodle named Willow, waited patiently and the necessary safety checks were made.
Making preparations to take off here.
Ready?
Leaving the protective confines of the Bristol Marina behind, it wasn't long before we passed under the historic Ashley River drawbridges of Highway 17. We could hear the loud traffic overhead zipping past on their metal grating. The first, a one-way span built in 1926, is known as the Ashley River Memorial Bridge, dedicated to the lost soldiers of World War I and one of 4 remaining bridges of its kind in South Carolina. The second, a Basque bridge built in 1961, was named after T. Allen Legree, a Charleston lawyer and senator.
It's a great day for the citizen scientists, South Carolina Waters Expeditions. We're having a great day. We've got our dog, we've got beautiful weather and fun people. All right. Yeah,
Great to be out on the water, man. Beautiful day. Looking forward to this.
After slipping past the next bridge in line, the concrete span of the James Island Expressway, our target came into view. Sitting in about 27 feet of water at present, depth changes with the tide. The solitary mast of the sunken sailboat rose out of the Ashley River across from the city marina. Time was nearing the beginning of the high tide cycle. Our excitement was peaking in anticipation of getting some good underwater video, possibly marine life using the boat for cover. The Ashley River was once an important water thoroughfare for upriver plantations, Drayton Hall, Magnolia Gardens, Runnymede, and Middleton Place in Somerville, an upstream town recognized as an important summer refuge for plantation owners escaping the heat and mosquitoes of the downstream Charleston. Their cash crops were indigo, cotton, and rice, with rice the most popular. Navigating and anchoring the boat into an optimum position in the afternoon breeze and changing tide was a little tricky.
So, see how the wind is blowing us?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is move up further, and we'll come back and do the same thing because we want to be right parallel with the boat.
Okay.
We changed our proximity and deployment of the ROV several times throughout our exploratory practice. If anything, it was a golden opportunity for team leader Dave to hone his skills at controlling the feisty Trident. Needless to say, the restless tide kicked our butts, and the demised sloop was a formidable opponent to tangle with in the murky waters, literally.
I'd take it all out.
It was a runaway boat rush that was trying to escape. But we are going to. We had a member overboard. We will not leave anyone behind.
With our first mishap recorded in the log, including someone getting wet, we have something to look back on and enjoy a good laugh. Though it wasn't a perfect beginning, and we weren't able to get any underwater video of the sailboat, we considered it a success. We learned some lessons, equipment was tested, and the Open Explorer ROV had its baptism into South Carolina waters.